by 12. And also we can specify a byte or offer to be transferred. LDRB, STRB, LDRSH and STRSH. LDRB and STRB is to specify the byte, and LDRSH and STRSH is to specify the of where to be transferred. Next, multiple register load and store. ARM support instructions that transfer between several registers and memory. An example instruction is given here: LDMIA R1, R3, R5, R6. Load, multiply, increment after LDMIA. It stands for. So the R1 is holding the memory address. The content of that address is loaded into R3. Then that address incremented by 4 and that content is loaded to R5, and that memory address is again incremented by 8 and that content is loaded into R6. LDMIB, the address will be R1 plus 4, R1 plus 8 and R1 plus 12. The list of destination registers may contain any of or of from R0 to R15. So coming to the end of the data transfer instructions, a point to be noted here: ARM does not support any hardware stack. Software stack can be implemented using the LDM and STM family of instruction. With this, data transfer instruction is over. Next, control flow instructions. These instructions change the order of instruction execution. Normal flow is sequential execution. Here, the program counter is incremented by 4 after executing every instruction. There are some of the types of conditional flow instruction which is listed out here: unconditional branch, branch and link, and conditional execution. In control flow instruction, we have unconditional branch instruction. So here B is the unconditional branch instruction. It is followed by target, which is a label. After this instruction, the control of program counter is loaded with the address of the target, that is the label. In conditional branch instruction, if the condition occurs, the loop will be executed. Like here we have compare R1, R2, hash 20. So you know what is a compare instruction? It compares between R2 and that immediate value. So if it is not 0, the loop will be continued. If it is 0, it start executing from the next instruction from BNE. BNE is your conditional branch instruction. Branch not equal loop. Some other types of branch conditions instructions that are supported is given listed out here. B, BL, unconditional branch, BEQ, BNE, equal or not equal to 0, BPL, PMI, positive result or negative result, BCC, PCS, carry set or clear, BVC and BVS, overflow set or clear, BGT, BGE, greater than or equal, BLT and BLE, less than or less or equal. So these are some of the examples. Here an example for branch and link instruction is given. It is used for calling subroutines in ARM processor. The return address is saved in link register, that is R14. To return from the subroutine, we have to jump back to the address stored in R14. So here a subroutine is given. After that, the program counter value is uploaded with the address of R14. An example for conditional execution instruction is given here. Here unique feature of ARM, it is the unique feature of ARM instruction, that is conditional execution instruction. Here all instruction are made up of conditions, that is it will get executed only when a specified condition is true. When it's not true, the instruction is not executed. Helps in removing many short branch instruction. It improves the performance and code density. An example of this conditional execution instruction is given here. Even if this condition arises, the execution of this instruction is carried out. It is given here. Other control flow conditional execution instructions are given. CS carry set, EQ equal 0 set, VS overflow set, GT greater than, GE greater than or equal, PL plus that is positive, HI higher than, HR higher or same that is code, CC carry clear, NE not equal that is 0 clear, VC overflow clear, LT less than, LE less than or equal, MI minus that is negative, LO lower than and LS lower or same. So with this conditional execution instruction getting over, that is control flow instructions are discussed. One more instruction to be discussed in control flow instruction, that is software interrupt instruction, SWI. It is used to enter the processor to the supervisor mode, usually to request a particular supervisor function, that is an example input and output function. So after this instruction, the CPSR is saved into supervisor mode, SPSR, and the execution branches to SWI vector. The SWI handler reads the opcode to extract the SWI function number. So as we discussed about ARM instruction set so far, now we'll discuss a few points about thumb instruction set. Thumb instruction set is of 16-bit instruction set. It is optimized for code density, the subset of functionality of ARM instruction set. That is, sum instruction is nothing but a subset of ARM instruction set. ARM is of 32-bit instruction and thumb is of 16-bit instruction. Core has two execution states, that is ARM and thumb state. You know, ARM processor, it switches between ARM state and thumb state. During ARM state, the ARM instruction set is executed. In thumb state, the thumb instruction set is executed. So switch between them using BX instruction. And also thumb has certain characteristic features. Most thumb instructions are executed unconditionally. Many thumb data processor instructions use two address format. Thumb instruction formats are less regular than ARM instruction format.